All right, let's talk about getting those amazing, mind-blowing results from AI. There's a secret to it, you know? It's a skill called prompt engineering, and honestly, it's becoming absolutely essential. So let's dive right in.
You know the feeling, right? You ask a super powerful AI like ChatGPT or Gemini a question, and what you get back is just generic, unhelpful, and a complete waste of time. It's so frustrating. But here's the thing, it's probably not the AI's fault. It's ours. And this right here shows the problem perfectly. You give a vague prompt like, write a study plan for me, and you get a useless, generic result. It's kind of like giving a world-class chef one single onion and asking them to cook you a five-course meal. All the potential is there, but you just haven't given it enough to work with. So, in this explainer, we're going to fix that. Here's the game plan. First, we'll tackle the core communication problem. Then, I'll introduce you to something called the golden formula for perfect prompts. We'll watch a prompt go from poor to perfect, step by step. After that, we'll level up with some advanced techniques, and we'll wrap it all up with a simple checklist you can use every single time. Okay, this is the big idea you really need to get. Talking to an AI is basically like coding, but you're using plain English. And just like with coding, the quality of what you get out is 100% dependent on the precision of what you put in. You're the one in the driver's seat, your words are the commands. So how do we write these super precise commands? Well, we use what our source material calls the golden formula. Just think of it like a simple recipe. It's got 5 core ingredients that'll turn any vague request into a perfect prompt. In this formula, it just makes so much sense. First, you give the AI a persona. Tell it to be an expert copywriter, for example. Then you give it context, all the important background info. Next, you give it a crystal clear task. After that, you set the rules of the game with constraints. And finally, you tell it exactly how you want the answer to look with the output format. Maybe you want a table or a bulleted list. Each step just adds another layer of precision. Now, knowing the formula is one thing, but seeing it work its magic, that's where it gets really fun. Let's take that awful prompt from the beginning and completely transform it using these 5 components. So we're starting here with this sad little one-sentence request. Write a study plan for me. I mean, there's no persona, there's zero context, no rules, there is nothing for the AI to grab onto. It is the definition of a bad input. Okay, step 1. We give it a role. Bam! Instantly, we're not talking to a generic chatbot anymore. We're now talking to a professional academic advisor. This immediately focuses all of the AI's knowledge on that specific expertise. It knows who it's supposed to be now. Now we're talking. We add all that critical background info. The AI now knows I'm a computer science student. It knows the exam is on data structures. My deadline is 5 days, my exact study hours, and, this is super important, my specific weak spots. The request isn't generic anymore. It's about me. Next up, we get straight to the point. We give the AI a clear, actionable task, design a detailed hourly study plan, and we remind it of the priority, my weak areas. Now the AI knows exactly what its mission is. No guesswork. And for the finishing touches, we add the rules. We set some constraints, make sure to include breaks, don't use a bunch of confusing jargon, and we specify the exact format we want, a table. This makes sure the final result is not only on point, but also super easy to read and use. And here it is, the complete super prompt. Look at that. Every single piece maps right back to our golden formula. We went from a totally useless one-line request to this, a detailed, specific brief that is going to generate an amazing, personalized study plan. This is what prompt engineering is all about. So, once you really nailed the golden formula, you can start playing with some more advanced moves. Our source points to 3 really powerful techniques to get even more out of your AI. Let's check them out. First up is few-shot prompting. This is basically just teaching the AI by showing it examples. Instead of only telling it what to do, you show it. You give it a couple of, here's the input, here's the output I want pairs. The AI sees the pattern, learns it, and then applies it to your new request. It's perfect for when you want a very specific style or format. Next, we have chain of thought, or COT. Okay, this one is so simple, it almost feels like a cheat code, but it is incredibly effective for complex stuff. All you do is add the magic phrase, think step by step, to your prompt.
That's it. This forces the AI to actually lay out its entire reasoning process, which massively boosts accuracy for things like math, logic, or complex reasoning, because it has to show its work. And finally, there's flipped interaction. This one is a lifesaver for those times when you're not even sure what details the AI needs from you. You just flip the script. You tell the AI to act like a consultant and interview you. It'll start asking you questions until it has all the information it needs to do the job right. It's a really clever way to build the perfect prompt together. Okay, we have covered a ton of ground, so let's boil it all down to a dead simple checklist you can use to make sure your prompts are always on point. Just ask yourself these 3 quick questions before you hit that enter key. First, did I assign a role? Am I just talking to some generic bot, or did I turn it into an expert? Second, is the context clear? Does the AI have all the specific background details it needs to actually help me? And third, did I specify the output format? Am I about to get a giant wall of text or the exact table, list, or code that I really want? I'm telling you, if you get these 3 things right, you are 90% of the way there. So here's the real takeaway. Prompting isn't a guessing game, it's a skill. It's really an exercise in thinking clearly. You now have the formula, you've got the techniques. You can go from being a frustrated user to being the director of these incredibly powerful AI tools. So the only question left is, you have the formula. What are you going to create first?